Hey y'all, it's K Divine. Um, Something weird happened. So I just wanted to give y'all an update on what was going on because, y'all been on this journey with me, so y'all deserve to know what's going on. So, y'all know I had been in my car for 7 weeks, just a little bit over 7 weeks. And it's kind of funny that I just made them videos about my baby daddy. But yesterday, which was Saturday, um, I was making my way to my spot that I usually go to. It's one of my spots I go to for Wi-Fi because my phone has been off for all this time. Hold on, sorry. So, um, it's crazy. I just made them videos about my baby daddy, but yesterday when I went to my spot to go, because I was going to call my daughter. Because the night before I didn't really get to talk to her because she was eating and I didn't want to interrupt her. So I was like, okay, I need to go talk to my baby. I was like, because I don't know when I'm going to get out of this situation. I don't know when stuff's going to get better. I don't know when anything's going to happen. So, um, my my baby daddy had messaged me and called me and was like, call me back. The night before, he had sent me some messages like, things aren't good and, I'm not trying to keep her away from you and all this stuff and telling me that I don't deserve to be living like that and all of this. And I'm just like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, I'm like, whatever, bro. Like, so I didn't really respond to him because I'm just like, I don't know what's going to happen in this situation. I have no idea. I've just been flowing with it. So, so I call him back and I'm talking to my baby a little bit, but he was like, he's like, I need to talk to your mom. So he took the phone, he went in the car and he was like, man, what's going on? Like, how can I help you? And I'm like, bro, I don't really feel like you want to help me. Like, I feel like you just, you want to make a spectacle out of me and call me crazy and tell me like all the shit that I've been through didn't happen. And, I was like, I don't really want to come back to that city because of the way that them folks treated me. And and I was like, you have no idea what I had to go through because when we was together, and I mean, y'all can go watch the videos, he wasn't really supportive. You know he I stopped talking to him about the stuff that was going on because the shit that I was going through, I mean, the shit that I've been going through sounds crazy as hell. Which I met a lady yesterday, which I'll get into that probably in a different video because it's something that she said to me that triggered me, and I need to talk to y'all about something about human trafficking. So we'll have a discussion about that, but in a different video. But um, he was like, like, well, your daughter misses you. She needs her mom. He was like, just come out here for like a couple days, like at least, like just try. Uh, this is probably the most calm that he has been that we've talked, and like the most sincere that he has been with me. It was, at least that's the way it felt. Um, and I was skeptical. I really was. I'm not gonna hold y'all up because it's like everything that we done been through this year, the court shit, all of that. I'm like, this is ridiculous. And a lot of this stemmed from just because of everything that I was going through. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know who these people were hurting. I didn't know what was going on. Like, I didn't know who, I said who they were hurting. They were hurting me, but I didn't know who they were gathering. I don't know who's working for these people. I don't know who signed contracts with them, who decided that that's who they was going to ride with. So I was skeptical because I was like, I feel like you're a part of this. I feel like you know more than what you leading on. But I was like, but I want to be with my baby. So at the end of the day, I was like, because he was talking about coming out there to get me, and that just didn't sit right with me. I was like, I didn't want to leave my car because I was in Troy, Michigan, so I'm an hour away from Ypsi at least, and at least by the freeway. And I'm like, I was like, I don't feel comfortable leaving my shit. I don't I didn't, and also because I have, you know, Tori, which I can't find her. She live in her outdoor fantasy. I'm sure she'll be back around later on. But so I decided to come out to his house and stay like he asked me to. How long I'm gonna be here, I'm not really sure. I'm not sure. We haven't really discussed longevity or anything. Um, but he's gonna help me get some stuff together. This is probably the most teamwork that we have had, which is really sad. Um, so yeah, I'm at my baby daddy's house right now. Um, and it's kind of crazy because I never this was not what I thought was going to happen. And the whole time when I was on my way here, I was just like, am I making, like, even just walking, because like where I was, I told him like it's gonna take me a minute to get to back to my car from where I was. My walking was gonna take me like 30 minutes, 35 minutes, because it was about a mile or so. So I was like, it's gonna take me about 30 minutes to walk back. And then I was like, and then I have to find Tori, and then, you know, I gotta go get gas, and then I gotta get on the road. And I was like, and I have to figure out how I'm gonna get there, because, you know, my phone is off, so I don't have Wi-Fi or anything. And I was like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to, you know, GPS back. I was like, but I could figure it out. And I was gonna try to take the freeway, but then I remember, you know, the people have been messing with my car, and I'm still having the same issues where it overheats. And because, you know, it's, even though it's fall right now, it's it's still like 80 degrees right now. Um, so, and yesterday, even though it was cloudy, it was still warm. So my car was shaking a lot yesterday when I was on my way here, but it was able, I was able to get it to even out at times, and we were okay, and I took the streets. Um, when I was on my way back, there was a lady who sits in one of the parking lots of a business that's over there where I was stationed at, and or where I was sitting at, I should say. And she we had interacted a little bit before early on in the morning, because I was actually on my way to the park and to do all of that, but it started to rain. And so I turned around and I went back to my car, because I was like, I don't have my umbrella, I'm not about to sit out here like this. And then by the time I got back to my car, it stopped raining. Go figure. But so on my way back, she stopped me, and she was asking me about if I had seen another girl's a blonde girl who, she had these like two grocery carts with her stuff in it, in the bushes right by this storage unit place. And I never saw the girl, but I saw her stuff, and she was asking me if I had seen her. And that's why we were going to talk about human trafficking, because I feel like this girl may have been trafficked, and so does the lady. So, but the lady had two dogs, and her dogs were very, very sweet. Very sweet. And that lady ended up giving me $20. She gave me $20. So she gave me $20 for gas, because I told my ex, like, because I have $22 in my wallet. I had used some of the money to get some grocery items the other day, and that's what I have left. So I was like, well, I could just use that 20. And he tried to send me money in my Cash App, but I can't get into my Cash App, so I told him he got to take that money back. But anyways, different story for a different day. But so we were talking, and, you know, she's very, very kind. She was like, I'll front you some money for some gas so you can go. And so I was like, oh my God, thank you. Like, you know, she gave me $20. I took that 20. Luckily, Tori was in the car. It was perfect. I had put one of the blankets up here on the front seat for her, because, you know, the night before, usually she likes to sleep on me, and I was hoping that she would just sleep on the blanket. And when I came back into the car, she was taking a nap. So I was like, bet. So I rolled up the window. She was not happy about that, but we ended up being able to quickly go. I went to Speedway, got me some gas because it was the cheapest. And I got just a little bit over half a tank with where I was. And I pulled up to a McDonald's in Madison Heights and turned my GPS on. And I was able to GPS almost more than halfway there. the GPS stayed on, so I got lucky. But once I got onto Michigan Avenue, I already knew where I was, so I got to turn it off because I didn't need it anymore. So I got here just fine. I got to see my baby right before she went to sleep for her nap. I actually got to lay down with her. So my ex has been very hospitable. I'm not taking back what I said about him yet, though, because I still don't really know what's going on. I don't know who's done what and who was a part of what and what people were told and all this other shit. I don't trust my family still, and so far he's, like I said, he's been very hospitable. He's gotten me food. He's you know, I got to sleep real good last night. Got to sleep with my baby. I have a, you know, I'm right now I have a place to stay. I'm not in my car. I'm doing this video in my car, but I'm not having to live in the car, which is way better than what I was doing yesterday. So I don't know how long this is going to last. It's kind of funny though, because this time around, like I guess when we were together, I used to feel so weighed down because I just felt like I was so obligated to do so many things that I didn't have the energy for. Now it's like I want to help him simply because he's helping me, and I don't feel obligated to do anything. I don't feel weighed down. I'm actually just very grateful right now because I'm getting to spend time with my baby, and I haven't been able to do that in weeks. So, and it's so crazy too because, you know, I know I was like, I'm not sure, because he's one of them people who likes to have his people around him a lot. His friends come around frequently. And one of his friends is also living with him right now. And I love this friend. So, you know, and so when he opened the door and saw me, like, he embraced me, and I was not expecting that. I was expecting like a, oh, hey. Like, that's what I was expecting for people, you know? And even one of his other friends came by today to do laundry, and he was just like, oh, hey, like, and also embraced me. So it's something, it's weird for me right now, because I was like, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting this, you know, I was really expecting some animosity, because the shit that we was going through, it's been rough for both of us. And it's like, I was even trying to tell him last night, like, I wasn't trying to do, actually it was this morning. I was like, I wasn't trying to hurt you or anything. I was like, but I was scared because I didn't know I didn't know who them people had talked to. Them people, I know them people paid people. So it's like, I didn't know who to trust. Everybody was an op to me at that point. Still. And everybody's guilty right now until proven innocent. But with this situation, I'm trying to let it ride. I'm trying to just be grateful. And right now I feel okay. Because when I was on my way here, I just kept, like, I was like, am I doing the right thing? Is this, am I walking into an ambush? Am I crazy for going back here? I was like, but is it going to be better than, I was like, something's got to be better than me sitting in my car for weeks upon end trying to live off of nothing. Excuse me. At least here, you know, at least I could try to get some stuff together. He was going to help me get my phone back on, and I'm thinking, you know, I can at least start seeing if I could do like Instacart or, you know, and DoorDash and stuff like that, at least for the time being. Something, you know, while I'm building my channel. And thank you, by the way, thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you. I saw we have we hit 10 yesterday, and we just got 3 more today. So thank you so much for our 13, our squad. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I love to see the channel growing, and I'm loving seeing the views and the numbers going up. So thank you so much for that, you guys. I really appreciate that, especially because this journey has been just so crazy. This has been so crazy. Y'all know, y'all been hearing me talk about it. So one of the homies is here, but I'll update y'all as shit goes on. So I'll let y'all know how things transpire. But it's your girl K Divine. I'll see you later. Bye.